I started the event in solid style with 8 draws and 1 win from my first 9 games. In round 10, I had to face the ex-world champion Mikhail Tal, John Nunn. Hello chess lovers, Soren here, and this is game John Nunn Mikhail Tal. This game is from 1988 World Cup, which took place in Brussels. The English chess grandmaster opened up with e4, to which the 8th world chess champion answered with c6. Caro-Kann defense is on the board. Knight d7, Karpov variation, knight g5, knight df6. As you know, theory recommends knight gf6. If bishop d3, then e6. And of course not h6 because of this knight e6 move. Already we have seen Tal's crushing victory over Lambit Old when black allowed this knight e6 jump. And by the way, after knight g5, h6 is also not good because of this knight e6 move. That same year in 1988, John Nunn celebrated a crushing victory over Kirill Georgiev. And then once black accepted the piece sacrifice, queen h5 landed, and then bishop a5. In our game after knight g5 we have knight df6. Once again, knight f6 is the move and knight df6 looks very strange. Knight f3, e6. At least it was better to play bishop g4, neutralize this knight, but we have e6 and after knight e5 we have a potential target. And believe me, it's not a pleasant thing to protect the pawn on f7 with a move like knight h6. Bishop d3, bishop d6. Queen takes d4 is also playable, but you can't win a pawn, of course. Now let's first finish the game and then I will turn on Stockfish and we will cover some sidelines. c5 is another strange move. Better is going for castling kingside. And the problem with this c5 is that this is allowing bishop b5 check, and now you have to make a move with your king. John Nunn castled kingside, c takes d4, c takes d4, knight f5, bishop e3, knight takes e3, f takes e3. Here queen takes e3 is the move. We will come back to it. The problem with this move is that after an exchange on e5, in here black has a6 move, something which Tal overlooked, and black is almost equalizing, but in here Tal naively accepted the piece sacrifice, another crucial mistake by the magician, and this is losing on the spot. King d8, rook d1 check, bishop d7, and after bishop takes d7, black resigned. So I turned on Stockfish and now we will stop on key moments. Knight f6 was made by Tal, knight f3, and now it's important to play bishop g4 in order not to allow knight e5, but we have e6, and after knight d5 already there are serious problems in Tal's camp. Bishop d3, bishop d6. So queen takes d4 is also playable, but the thing is that now white has knight takes f7 move, and in the end of the day you can't play king takes f7 because of this check and you are losing your queen. And at this point you should play bishop c5. If bishop e3 then check. So this leads to very complex positions, right? If here then queen c3 check, that's why white should castle. And of course seeing all this, calculating all this from afar is almost impossible. But again we can see that white has a dominating position, you know. A mighty bishop pair, weakened king, and again, despite the fact that black has 2 extra pawns, white has a compensation. In the game we have bishop d6, c3, queen c7, queen e2, and c5. Castling kingside is the move, check, and now if bishop d7, then just bishop takes d7, and then knight e takes f7. So after bishop b7 black should move the king. King f8 is also playable. Tal played king e7 and white castled kingside. Takes, knight f5, bishop e3, and after knight takes e3, yes, John Nunn made a mistake, played f takes e3. Notice how the evaluation changes after that move. Better is queen takes e3. What's the problem with f takes e3? The problem with that move is that after an exchange on e5, as I mentioned earlier, queen d3, black has a6 move. If check, then just queen d3. So it's important to keep the queen on e5 in order to maintain the possibility of covering the king. And if here, then b5, you can't move back your bishop already. Black can win this knight. And if here, then rook a7, and then covering the 7th rank, and then rook c7, I don't know, bishop d7, consolidating the position. But Tal missed this line, played queen takes g5. Maybe already was under such a psychological pressure after such a terrible opening play that he won this knight, and yeah, this is something which is losing on the spot. Bishop d7, black resigned. Well, this exposed king has no chance of surviving. If here, then rook takes f7 is coming. And what else black can play? Queen e5, bishop a4 or bishop c6, followed by, I don't know, bishop f3, and yeah, this exposed king has no chance of surviving. That's why enough is enough, Tal resigned. John Nunn writes, whatever the result, I always enjoyed playing Mikhail Tal. During the post-mortem, he would enthusiastically demonstrate variation after fantastic variation, proving time and again that he had a wonderfully inventive chess mind and an amazingly quick tactical vision. In the end, the chess puzzle for you or the task is to win with the white pieces. There is a forced mate in 8, and I would like to suggest to calculate up to checkmate. It's pretty much possible, and you can do it. We'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.